Every Unimove is a 9-hour call. If it goes over 9 hours, you'll get paid. If it goes under, it's still a 9-hour call. Some moves take 3 hours, some moves take 7 hours, some moves take 9 hours. When you take a call, it's based on a 9-hour call. So if you take a call at 8 o'clock in the evening, don't book a second call for 1 o'clock in the morning the next day, because it would overlap. And then what happens is that you infringe on the Unimovers and the call stewards, because the call stewards are fielding thousands of calls, not just in transport, but all the other departments. The biggest thing with our department doing Unimoves is you have to be aware of what you're driving. And if you're uncomfortable with what you're driving, you may just had your AZ license for 2 months or 3 months. Some guys have had their AZ licenses for 20 years, but have never driven in the film industry, have only backed up in trucking yards where there's wide open spots and you've got like 50 loading bays to back into. In the film industry, you're putting in trucks on cemeteries, you're putting in residential areas, you're putting them in P parking lots, and you're going to bring in a 50-foot trailer that's a grip trailer or a camera trailer or anything like that. So you must be made aware of what you're driving, and you're responsible for it. Yeah, accidents are going to happen. That's why they call them accidents. But there's a lot of accidents that can be prevented if you just pay attention, and you had to be aware. If you're backing up, whether it's a D truck or an AZ, just don't assume hop in the truck and back up. Get out, make sure.
Should I always have a spotter when backing up?
Yes, you should have a spotter backing up, 100%. If you're in the parking lot, yeah, there's going to be a spotter. A lot of times you'll have your co-captain, if you're backing up, he'll be standing in front of you and he'll be saying left hand down, right hand down. Pay attention to him because he can see what's beside you on both sides. You can only see the mirrors. A lot of times those mirrors are jiggling and you can't see clear. Or he'll be behind you at nighttime, flashing a flashlight. And usually when he goes like this, that means come to a stop. But you got to pay attention. You have to pay attention. Another thing with the Unimoves is it's imperative that you learn what's on the cable trucks and the Jenny Ops. What we carry 2-wire, we carry 3-wire. I'll show in my video what it looks like. Joy box, a tower, all these things, a pancake, sounds like a pancake, but it's a 1x1 sheet of board that goes under the towers and goes into the connections of the 3 and 2s. Always when the unit is parking, there's 2 whips that come out of the base camp. And that's to balance out. So if you have 20 trucks lined up, 1 wire, 1 lead is not going to power them all up. There's going to be 2 leads to balance out the load.
Is there 2 different ways of wiring up a unit?
No, it's always the male end goes towards the Jenny. The female end always goes the other way. The male end always points towards the Jenny. A lot of times you'll have the Unimover say, oh, it's wired up properly, and they'll wire it up backwards. And never assume when you show up on set and the power's on, just don't assume that you pull the power. You wait till you get clearance from either your co-captain or the Jenny Op that the power is dead before you start pulling any wires out.
Where will I find the Jenny Op?
The Jenny Op is usually parked next to the base camp generator. He's parked closer, he's always checking for fluids, checking for oils. Now I know this all seems like it's a lot to take in, but you must bear in mind everything starts with Unimovers. It's so important. And hard work never goes unnoticed. Many guys will sit there and think, oh, piece of cake. I can do this, or I can slack on this and slack on that. No. Hard work gets you noticed. Hard work gets you to the other positions, which I will explain. But Unimovers, it all starts with Unimovers. And at the end of this, I will have on the screen your bag that you need for Unimovers, which is gloves, rain gear, gear for the weather, rain or sunshine or snow, spare pair of boots, flashlight, pen, handy wipes.
Will we be working in all weather conditions?
We will be working with all weather conditions. I've worked in blizzards. We work in blizzards. Now you're wondering, how do I know this? Because I've been a member since 1999. I have over 3,000 Unimoves under my belt. I have over 40 shows as a co-captain. I have over 40 shows as a pitch car coordinator and a dozen as a captain. I know this industry inside out. I also know the transportation industry inside out. And it's important, very important.